the Yashagamba tax for themselves, starving the government of its income. This is Nepal's main Yashagamba exporter. He's come back home to Dolpa for the harvest. His business has been damaged by the Maoists.
The Maoists make money out of trade of Yashagamba by imposing tax on the traders and by collecting entry and harvest permit to the harvesters, and by harvesting themselves, and by imposing fines to the harvesters and local people. And in last year's case, they made a huge amount of money by looting around 200 kgs of Yashagamba.
With so many people on the mountain, the local Dolpali are furious that people from outside this area have come to harvest their Yashagamba. With the government forced out, the Maoists are in charge. So the locals want the Maoists to send the others back. You might as well kill us all. How can we feed our children if you allow others in? She shouts. With feelings running high, the Maoists decide to confiscate the men's knives. The more people picking the crop, the more tax the Maoists can claim. So they're reluctant to turn anyone away.
हुने कारण के भयो भने हाम्रो आन्दोलनलाई अगाडि बढाउने चीज यही भएको कारणले हाम्रो ठूलो महत्त्वपूर्ण चीज यही नै हो.
Altogether, the Maoists earn more than $3 million a year from the herb. The funds pay for their army, which is cheap to run. These two soldiers, like many others, are volunteers. They don't wear uniform and expect locals to house and feed them. Their weapons are often basic, even homemade. Is that a grenade in your pocket?
Yes, grenade.
Can I see it?
Yes.
How are you going to use that?
It is for fighting against the government.
It's for fighting against the government?
Yes.
In Denai, one of the few government-controlled areas in Dolpa, the chief military official refuses to admit the Maoists are running the Yashagamba business.
There is no any, Maoist interference, because we always provide the, high security, in this district. Because of that, there is no any, Maoist influence, in this, area,
And if you go up to Upper Dolpa, is it...
Well, we always monitor the situations. If we need, we will go in every part of the district,
Right. So no problem?
No problem.
But the truth is, more than 90% of Yashagamba is smuggled out, with no tax paid to the government. And when people do pay the official tax, the Maoists punish them. One trader told me his donkeys were kidnapped. They were carrying his crop worth $1 million.
20 बाटोबाट खच्चरमा ल्याउने क्रममा मेरो आफ्नो 11 वटा खच्चर थियो. त्यही खच्चरमा ल्याउने क्रममा खच्चर सहित पनि माओवाद लियो, तर मेरो श्रीमतीलाई चाहिँ परिवारलाई केही पनि अमानवीय क्षति केही पनि गरेन.
But despite the risks, it's still good business. The price of Yashagamba has soared in the last 10 years. It's up by a staggering 4,000%. It's now half the price of gold.
A friend of mine who went to Japan and went to one restaurant where they were selling a vegetable soup with 3 Yashagamba floating on top, and the price was $100 per bowl of soup.
Here in Kathmandu, the herb is processed and sold as a miracle health drink, and even as a treatment for cancer patients. It's only in the last 3 years that it's been legal to collect Yashagamba in Nepal. Until then, it was a protected species.
Ooh, full power. The main property gives you, like it says, energy unlimited, so it works as a Viagra. So I call it a very natural Viagra from the Himalayas, So, man, makes you get really a little sexy, I guess.
Studies by Beijing Medical University have shown a 64% success rate among men suffering from impotency after taking a course of Yashagamba. It's recommended that it's first dried, powdered and mixed with milk before being consumed 3 times a day. The Tibetans suggest combining it with sparrow's head and the urine of a snow frog. But whatever the concoction, the best thing is there's no side effects. These yaks are carrying a valuable Yashagamba consignment. They're heading away from the government areas towards the Chinese border. The Maoists have already taken their cut, leaving the government without a penny, and further weakened by the loss of income. In Dolpa, a family's wealth is measured by the number of children who can pick Yashagamba. For Paljung's family, the political situation is beyond their grasp. They're only looking to survive, unaware they're fueling a war which is destroying their country.